The first thing that we have to do is we need to analyze our own attitude. What do you mean? Well, we need to search our own hearts when we're in a storm. We need to do some introspection, because storms come for a number of reasons. But it's not so much to find out why we're in the storm. What is important is what we're going to do in the storm. If we allow the storm to destroy us, then we've already resigned ourselves to the effects, intentional effects of the storm. But if we realize that God is in control of the storm, then we've told the storm, do what you will. The Lord will make a way somehow. Some folk have bad attitudes about their storms. I've seen folk who are just immature and egocentric, and they get angry when storms come in their lives. Why should this happen to me? What have I done to deserve this? Well, I remember in Genesis, God took one of your distant cousins and breathed into him, and he became a living soul, and then God formed him, and then Satan came along and deformed him. Y'all ain't hearing me. And then God sent Jesus to inform him, and then he sent the Holy Ghost to conform him. And so we've been through a process. Storms come into our lives, but God is still in charge even of the storm. I believe very fervently, and you're going to have a difficult time changing my belief, that the reason Earl couldn't come here is because God timed it so that the wind came out of the west and blew to the east and kept the storm from coming on shore just in the nick of time. Got all the way to the Outer Banks. On the way, speed picked up to 145 miles an hour. And the devil was out there yelling, I'm going to blow everything down you got. I'm going to tear your city up. But God had a wind to come. How many of you know that God will send a wind? I feel like preaching, in the nick of time. He'll blow your trouble off course. Yes, he will. Somebody say, yes, he will. Then some of us have that thinking that says it's stinking thinking. And that stinking thinking says, ain't nobody going through this but me. It's me against the world. I'm in this all by myself. And the truth of the matter is, if you look around you, somebody else is going through as much or more hell than you're going through. Just because you don't know what somebody else is going through don't mean they're not going through nothing. We have become a people who are great at putting on a beautiful mask. We can hide and disguise our pain when nobody knows we're hurting, when we're really broken on the inside. Look, we come to church all dressed up and all poised to work, but if you could see us on the inside, you'd see some broken vessels. We've been mucked up, marred by our circumstances, broken in places. But thanks be to God, God will take our broken vessels and put them back together again. Our jars of clay have been sealed by the Holy Ghost. And when God breaks us, it's for his glory. When God shapes us, it's for his glory. As a matter of fact, that's how God communes with us, like we do at the communion table. He takes us, he blesses us, he breaks us, and he gives us. Isn't that what happened with the bread? Took it, he blessed it, break it and gave it. Don't you know we are God's bread in a barren land? Don't you know God will take us, he'll bless us, and then he'll break us, and he'll give us back again. He'll take us, he'll bless us, he'll break us, and he'll give us back again. He'll take us. Is there anybody in the house besides me that's been to a place called broken? Do you know what it is to be broken? Do you know what it is to be wounded? We can shout when we're blessed, but the real measure of a child of God is not can I shout when I'm blessed, but can I shout when I'm broken?